What's good, everybody? It is Thursday, January 12th, 2023. This is your daily sports betting brand of record. We call it the Early Edge, and we are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not even close. And it's like clockwork. Every first 2 weeks of January, the sports betting world goes absolutely bananas. The sports books can't figure out college basketball. The NBA doesn't play anybody. So be very careful. Bankroll management, we talk about all the time. A rare losing day for us yesterday. Timberwolves and Pistons. You couldn't do anything in the second. Oh, you did. It was the Suns and Nuggets that forgot to score in the second half. Thank you very much. Pacers lose by 7. So that's how close right now in the basketball universe. A good day can turn into an average day, can turn into a bad day. But 4 and 6, just lose a little juice. No big deal. All right, now, a busy day because at 3 p.m. Eastern this afternoon, we have the NFL Prop Shop with the one and only Prop Stars. We will break down any props you want to talk about. You can call in on Twitter Spaces, talk to the man himself, and we will get you set for all 6 games. A lot of the props, that's the benefit of the playoffs, are out already across most sports books. All right, with that being said, let's bring in the stars of the show because we're going 4 wide today. First and foremost, live from just south of London, England, where it's a good afternoon to the guru, Martin W. Green. Hello, sir.
Good morning to you, Coach. Yeah, I feel like the world's upside down at the moment after Manchester City lost 2-0 to Southampton last night. It's like the Bills suffering a blowout defeat to the Texans or something like that. It is just ridiculous. So anything could happen today, but hopefully the big teams get back on track.
That's a great comparison. Right now, the sports betting world is on its head. Yesterday, I was like, I literally said out loud, I'm done betting on cup games because these teams don't care. They don't care. That's tough.
It was almost like they wanted to lose.
I felt the same way. I did. As did my ticket that I was looking at as well. Next, she is the Ice Queen, and we are smack dab in the middle of the NHL season. Allie, good morning.
Good morning. I will say hockey was a little crazy last night, so I'm kind of glad I stayed off just looking at the results. So sorry to anyone who lost.
What was the craziest? Would you say?
I don't know. I feel like it was weird that the Caps lost to the Flyers.
I would say so, just on the surface, but you're the expert, not me. But
that's totally weird. Yeah,
completely weird. All right. Right now, it's very, very hard. It just is. This is a tough business, especially right now. Allie, hang tight. Now, this man, this is his bread and butter. This is when he sinks his teeth in. The NFL playoffs. Maestro, good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Allie. Frustrating night for me in the NBA. 0-2 this week on my NBA plays on the show, which drops me to 11-7 on the show. But I'm going to focus on NFL. We got Wild Card Weekend. There's so many different storylines going on in these 6 games.
And I've also decided, Maestro, I'm going to hold my NBA for the afternoon because I'm done putting in a bunch of work. And then you're going to tell me at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. that Giannis isn't playing or this guy's not playing. I'm done. Thursday mornings, it's golf for me. So let's get into it. Storylines that could affect the betting lines. And I got to tell you, Guru, we're starting with you because right now Chelsea is a big name in the world of soccer, but they just aren't playing very well at all. Start us off.
Very shocking stuff going on for Chelsea. Very big team, like you said. They only appointed Graham Potter as manager in September, but he's already fighting to save his job. The Blues are on a 3-game winless streak. They've been knocked out of both cup competitions, as we just discussed, and they're marooned in 10th place in the Premier League table. 5 out of the 20 Premier League teams have already fired their managers so far this season. We're not even at the halfway mark yet, so we're on course for a record number of managerial casualties. Everton's Frank Lampard is the current favourite as the next in the firing line, but Potter is now the second favourite after a really bad run of results. Chelsea play Fulham, who are their local rivals today, and a defeat could be the final nail in the coffin for Potter. So, can Chelsea rally and secure a vital win, or will it be another defeat for this embattled team? That's one of the games I'm going to break down a little later.
Too bad Buckets isn't here. I would have to ask him if he knew what embattled means. Does he know what embattled means? A lot of people in the chat are feeling our pain today, talking about Miles Turner being scratched a minute before game time last night. I mean, it is what it is. They're like, we teased an NBA show at 6:30, Maestro, last night, and a lot of people want it. So who knows? Maybe we'll add another show to our repertoire. But as you said, we're not focused on the NBA today, at least not right here, right now, because we have 6 big wild card games this weekend. And Seattle, by a miracle, got into the playoffs. But they have a player that they're going to need tonight. This weekend. Who am I talking about?
Well, you're talking about Kenneth Walker, and they listed him as full on Tuesday, but that was just a walkthrough. And yesterday was a real practice. He did not practice with the ankle injury. Today is a Friday, basically, with the game on Saturday. This is it. This is the last practice. We've got to see him limited. I'm expecting he will be limited and he will play. Look what he's done since halftime of the Chiefs game. He had only 17 yards at halftime. They talked to him. They said, stop dancing, stop going for the home run, hit the hole. He had 91 yards in the second half of that game, even though they lost 24-10. Then the last couple of games, 133 against the Jets, 114 against the Rams. But here's something interesting. When he faced the 49ers, 14 carries, 45 yards, 12 of those 14 carries, he was hit within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage. That's according to Ryan McChrystal, a great analyst that I follow. So the Niners know that it's all about the running game for Seattle. They are going to be loading up on Kenneth Walker, and his practice status today is going to be huge.
Well, we will definitely talk about this particular player on Twitter Spaces later today at 3 p.m. Eastern time, because perhaps it's a fade week. Yes.
It's interesting. His prop for rushing, usually high 70s, maybe around 80 sometimes. We're talking about 59. Even in a game where you're talking that the Seahawks – Pete Carroll said we may need to run 40 or 50 times because of the wind and the rain that's expected. His prop is only 59.5 yards.
That is crazy. That is crazy. But as we know, the NFL is very good for playoff games, very efficient. So we'll see. We'll talk to prop stars about that today. Great information from the maestro. Now, this section of the show is all about information, not about picks. So, Allie, I know you've stumbled on a little nugget that people can sink their teeth into. My goodness, I can't even talk today. And also use it for the future. Talk to me.
Yep. So just looking at the Stars, they've had 6 straight road games stay under, and 11 of their last 12 road games stay under. And I will say for the Stars, they kind of seem to be a team that likes to follow trends, because looking just a few weeks ago at the more beginning of the season, I guess now, they were kind of going over, and that just has shifted. So I will say I would ride the under for the Stars just until it busts, but I probably would not play the overs.
That's been a great thing is we talk all the time, because in the world of sports betting historically, you can't play 3 or 4 games in a row. Why not? I'll take 4-1. I'll take 5-1. Thank you, Allie, very much. All right, let's get into our board, because we don't even like to think about a losing day, even if it is only 4-6. So today is Bounce Back Thursday. And Martin W. Green, after the storyline that you just had, there is no way. I mean, there is no way that you're taking Chelsea today, is there?
I'm going to do it, Coach. I am going to do it. And I'm not a fan of Chelsea at all, so I must have conviction in it. They did set a new Premier League record by spending more than $300 million on new players in the summer. They've continued to splash the cash during the transfer window this month. They've already brought in Benoit Badiashile from Monaco. They're spending all sorts of money. They've brought in Joao Felix on loan from Atletico Madrid for €9 million. They're just spending like crazy, but they're currently below local rivals Fulham and Brentford in the Premier League table, which is a highly embarrassing state of affairs for an elite club of Chelsea's stature. The Blues have not finished below Fulham since 1960. However, Fulham are on an impressive 3-game winning streak that has propelled them up to 7th in the table. They're brimming with confidence right now, whereas Chelsea are dejected. So all of that points to avoiding a bet on Chelsea, but I'm being a bit contrarian. If we look at this game objectively, Chelsea just have better players in every department. They'll be highly motivated to win, because another defeat here, that could spell the end for Graham Potter. It's very rare to find plus money on a team like Chelsea to beat a far smaller local rival whose striker Alexandra Mitrovic is doubtful, might make it, might not. So I think that's worth a bet at plus 105 on the money line. Not going to go too crazy, but I do like a little sprinkle on a very rich Chelsea there. There aren't many games taking place today. It's a quiet day in the soccer world. So I thought I'd look ahead to the weekend's action as well, because one match really stands out for me, and that's Brighton, Graham Potter's former club. They're on a roll right now. They've not been unduly affected by his decision to leave for the bright lights of Chelsea in September. They're actually 2 points ahead of Chelsea in the table as things stand. They've been playing some swashbuckling soccer in recent weeks, fired in 10 goals in their last 4 games, but they've also conceded 8 times. I think they should have no real trouble scoring against Liverpool this weekend. The Reds have only kept 1 clean sheet on the road all season. Virgil van Dijk's injured. They're just conceding a lot of goals. But Liverpool's new attacking triumvirate of Salah, Nunez and Cody Gakpo looks really potent. So I think the Reds should score 2, making both teams to score an over 2.5 goals at -125. An appealing option for me. Just thought I'd throw that one out there because I think this is my last appearance of the week. So giving out a weekend pick.
Well, you will be missed for sure. And how about in the chat, Ezra says Buckets and Martin need a guest appearance on Ted Lasso. Do you get that show over there? Do you know what Ted Lasso is?
Yeah. It's been quite well received over here. Everyone likes it. Yeah, Ted Lasso. Yeah,
Right,
it's filmed not too far from where I live.
Oh, wow. We'll have to let them know. Say, hey, we need the guru on Ted Lasso. All right. I love those plays today. All right. Great start. So where do we go next? Let me look at my notes. Oh, Allie, tasty. A little team total. I'm here for it. You're up.
Yep. So today I have the Blues team total over 3 at +115. I really like it for plus money. I was thinking of that 2.5 at -145, but I really think that 3 just at +115 is going to give us the better value there. We've already seen Jacob Markstrom go up against the Blues twice this season, and then the most recent just being the other day on the 10th. I don't know if that was Monday or Tuesday, but he gave up 4 goals. And then the first time going in against them, he gave up 5. And then just looking at the Blues, they've scored at least 3 goals in 5 straight games. So I really think that this is kind of a no-brainer here to at least take the chance for them to get 3 against this Flames team.
Well, we're getting 85 more cents, and we don't lose the push element of it. So I like this a lot. Very, very smart. Thank you, Allie. Michael in the chat says, hey, gang, everybody will be all over LeBron's milestone 38,000 tonight. But forgetting about Christian Wood's rebounds, 9.5 +115 on DraftKings. That's what this show is all about. Thank you, Michael. That's a opportunity. Oh, I love doing that. All right, now, I told you that I was going to hold my NBA bets until the afternoon. Well, apparently I'm a liar because I am going to throw one out today. You cannot run from this craziness. And I'm telling you right now that I may be playing a lot of money lines, maybe a little bit more juice, but I'm tired of losing +5s with 6 points. I'm tired of it. So the Boston Celtics, they're playing great again. They're playing good again. I know they played last night. They scored 125 last night. But the trip is very, very short tonight, just down to Brooklyn. A Kevin Durant-less Nets, and I can't believe it's only 3. It's probably because it's a road game. I get that. But we're taking the Celtics, -145 on the money line. All they have to do is win tonight, and I believe that they will because the Nets just aren't as good. Who could be without Kevin Durant? Then I got one play from the first round of the Sony Open today. Now, this goes against the numbers, too, because Keegan Bradley is a very, very good first-round player. He's also number 2 in the FedEx Cup rankings because he won in the fall. But today, this tournament is a lot about players who played last week, already having those 4 rounds under their belts before they get into the first full field event of 2023. So I'm taking my new favorite player, Tom Kim, -130, round 1, head-to-head. I got this off DraftKings, and it's like a 2 o'clock Eastern start. Remember, they're playing in Hawaii, so everything is pushed back a little bit, but that's an afternoon tee time. All right. Now, I am looking at one man right now, and I know that in 48 hours that the NFL is going to take center stage, but it's never too early to try to beat the number. Maestro, floor is yours.
All right, I got a couple of props on big name players. The first one is Saturday, Christian McCaffrey over his rushing prop. I'm going to go over 73.5 here, -115 at MGM. There's concern Eli Mitchell is back, but this should be a 30-carry game for the 49ers. We're talking about wind, we're talking about rain, we're talking about Brock Purdy's first playoff start. And you got the fact that the Seattle defense, since the bye, giving up over 5 yards a carry. Jordan Brooks, the leading tackler, gone. Ryan Neal, their top safety is questionable. He's limited. He has missed 3 straight games. So this run defense has absolutely fallen apart. McCaffrey only touched it 10 times last week because it wasn't an important game. They knew they had that one wrapped up. The previous 5, over 18 carries a game. I know Eli Mitchell is back. I still think McCaffrey gets there. And then on Monday night, Tom Brady, the old guy, 45 years old, but he is playing with his best offensive line that he's had in a while. When you talk about Tristan Wirfs and Donovan Smith, both will be in the lineup. That hasn't happened in a long time. And even the center, Ryan Jensen, might come back. That would be incredible. Even so, Tom Brady over 273.5 passing yards. Talking about a Dallas defense with Anthony Brown, once they lost that starting corner, some of the backups are hurt. They have not been able to find a number 2 corner. He is going to have his way. I don't think the Cowboys are going to get a lot of pressure here on the road because of that offensive line. All the metrics, when you have Wirfs and Smith, your top 2 tackles in the lineup, he's very comfortable. I'm going to go over 273.5.
The Cowboys' defensive backfield is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. And when you see what Tom Brady and Mike Evans have done the last 2 weeks, they're back on the same page. They are back on the same page. Some of you are asking about if we're going to be making live golf picks. And then somebody else says, oh, Coach works for the PGA Tour. He won't do that. Well, it's not because I work for the PGA Tour. It's just we only make picks in real tournaments. And they don't have real tournaments. So, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't know they were playing this week. They don't have a TV deal or a YouTube deal.
I was so confident you were going to take a shot there. It was like minus 100,000.
Well, I kind of did. You just didn't even realize it. I said they don't even have a YouTube deal. That's kind of a shot. When you can't get a TV deal in a year, come on. We're not making picks for them. All right, grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here is the recap. First of 3 big shows today. Don't forget, Early Edge and 5 coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern time after the prop shop. Maestro, 2 props from the weekend. Chris McCaffrey to go over 73.5 rush yards, minus 115. Tom Brady, he will sail over this, I promise. Over 273.5, minus 117. The reason we give these out today, because they can go up 7, 8, sometimes 10 yards. That's a huge difference in the prop market. Then Allie's on the Blues. Team total over 3. Love it at plus 115. Still have that push element in it. Then the Gurus on Chelsea, moneyline plus 105. And this is a reason you watch the show live. If you just go and look at the records and everything, you say, no way on Chelsea. But then you hear the reasons. There's a lot of teams at different levels over in Europe. Then a little parlay for the weekend. Brighton, they've been on fire. And Liverpool, both teams to score and over 2.5. Great way to bring the juice down, just minus 125. Then if you're going to cash with me, we're going to do with these 2 plays. Tom Kim, round 1 head-to-head over King and Bradley. I got it over at DraftKings. And then Celtics on the money line, minus 145. Big game tonight in Brooklyn, but the Nets are without Kevin Durant for at least a month. That will make a big difference, and the Celtics win tonight. Everybody ready for a good day, a little bounce back day? Yes? I feel it. Yes, I feel it. And with that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know. That's for the guy who hates when I do that. What that is. You've got your money. Marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window for my entire crew. Love them all. Alabama. They should have been in the national championship. The Guru. The Maestro. Snake always on the 1s and the 2s. Do not forget, we're here every single day. Turn on your notifications. Get your day started with a little laugh, little information. And then we all meet tonight at the pay window, our favorite place here at the Early Edge. Good luck.